President. A year ago, we saw this tragic twinning of an earthquake, then a tsunami, and then, after that, a nuclear disaster of huge proportions. We show sympathy now with the thousands of victims. But we've got a lesson, though, to learn. We've got to learn from these natural disasters linked to nuclear generation. We have to try and avoid them causing accidents. A year after Fukushima, the lesson has not been learned. We're still building new power stations. A year after Fukushima, we're still designing and planning new nuclear power stations. I mean, we should have fresh in our memories what happened in Fukushima and Nagasaki and also Chernobyl. And for all these reasons, we're opening a debate again which shouldn't have been closed ever. We should have always been debating this question of nuclear power. A few years ago, the Japanese thought it was absolutely necessary. Now they don't want it. They know that the price of a life is unlimited. It just cannot be priced. And this is something which is going to hurt people for generations. It's an arrogant policy to continue with. We in Europe have a majority of public opinion against nuclear, but nevertheless, nothing seems to change. Today we have 320,000 refugees from the nuclear-struck area in Japan. Of those, 6,000 will never be able to go back to their houses or their own locality. And it's still a dangerous area. We have the place in ruins, houses which are contaminated, the ground is contaminated, water is contaminated by radioactivity. And you can't just visit Fukushima as you can visit other ruins, in a Mayan ruin or a Roman ruin. It's very dangerous, but nevertheless, it represents the ruin of a whole civilization. It's our civilization. It was decided to include a mortally dangerous technology into a civilizational plan for the future. And you see what we've got. Japan and Europe have seen that many citizens have been trying to set up movements saying no to nuclear. There's no safe nuclear. It doesn't exist. And there's no stress test which can genuinely simulate what happened actually in Fukushima. I know that energy policies are national purview, but nevertheless, safety, lives do not have frontiers.